Hi dear Pisces, and welcome to the Art of Tarot. This is a reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Mars. I'm excited you're here with me. I will look into general energies in the beginning of the reading. I will look into love and love relationship situation in the second part of the reading. I will also talk a little bit about the astrology while I'm doing the reading. And in the end of the reading, I will also pull some charms exclusively for the English-speaking channel. I also have a German channel. Check that out in the description box. That's why the cards are already out. I do these readings in German and in English. And yeah, I'm ready to start. I hope you're ready too. So let's look at these energies. Very, very strong energies for you Pisces this month. Really beautiful. Coming in with the Nine of Pentacles, we do have a sense of self-worth, independence, self-control, I want to say, established energy of the self, which means with the Eight of Pentacles, that is before the Nine of Pentacles, you put a lot of discipline and work into yourself, and now you're seeing the results. If you're single, this is a great card because you really are attracting people in, drawing people in because of your self-confidence, because you know your worth. You also are very independent. You don't necessarily need somebody, but you maybe want somebody. So that's a card, when it's upright, you feel also good by yourself and with yourself. So you're a happy single and you're like in a good energy to meet somebody in general. Very creative in this deck, so she's really manifesting. I also see the Nine of Pentacles as a card where you are looking at your health. You feel maybe very healthy in your body, or good in your body. You're really you're seeing results maybe from a new routine. So all in all, you should have an energy with this Nine of Pentacles in the beginning of the month to feel really good about yourself and accomplished and established. Middle of the month, and that's the card that came out at first actually, is the Shaman of Swords, and I love this card in this deck. It is a card of mental control, logic, strategy, clear thinking, analyzing, clear understanding. That is the smart intellectual king or shaman of the deck, who understands how to put things into words, who understands how to work with concepts of the mind. So a very strong card as well. It also talks about, I feel like in this case I want to say progress and technological and societal progress for some reason comes through here, and communication. So very clear understanding of the situation, very clear understanding of your truth, and being able to communicate your own truth here. If everything that is learning, understanding is a good time for the Shaman of Swords, and also really solving difficult problems and finding solutions through concepts. So very smart energy right now that you have here, knowing what to do and knowing what to think and knowing your truth and standing in your truth, and having the solution to the problems, also knowing what to do. It's very, very, very strong card. With the High Priestess, in the end, it's a Pisces card, it's your card, so also very strong card of being aware that you can navigate yourself through the unknown, even though I feel like there's not much unknown for you right now. But the Shaman of Swords, I mean the King of Swords, in comparison maybe to the Page of Swords, is the more mature energy that knows that they can't know everything. You know, the King of Swords is smart enough to understand that there's never an answer to all the things. And that's where the High Priestess, I think, comes in Because the mature energy understands that sometimes there's nothing to understand, if you know what I mean. And the High Priestess, that's where the High Priestess comes in, where understanding transfers to a different level of experience or of perceiving, because understanding is not so much in the mind anymore. Understanding is more in a different sense, in more like a sixth sense kind of situation, more like on a mystical, deeper, spiritual level where you cannot work with logic anymore. But here I see you're working with a grounded energy where you're very much about results and what you see and what you can experience and what you can touch and what you can smell and what is real. At the same time, having a very clear understanding in your mind of things, super strong. And I think that enables you by the end of the month to have a super clear intuition and deeper spiritual understanding of the unknown, and you know how to navigate yourself. You have a really great compass here with the High Priestess and know how to navigate yourself through what's to come. Wow, super strong, extremely strong energies. Very impressive. And in a relationship and love situation, you stay in that energy, and I love that you have the Emperor on your side. So again, control, strength, a system, knowing what to do, knowing how to do it, also doing it. The Emperor is also a doer. He's sitting in a way that he can stand up right away. So the most Emperor cards are, most Emperors are sitting in a way where they are ready to get up and go. He's not crossing his legs or anything. So he knows what to do, he knows how to do it, he's governing his environment, and he's also acting for the greatest good of all. He's not the tyrannical king, you know, that would be the reverse situation. He's the good king. He wants everybody to be happy. So yeah, this is wonderful energy. So in a relationship setting, you're in control, you know what to do, you know what you want, you're not gonna maybe compromise too much when it comes to what you want, and I think this is gonna open up a whole new world for you when it comes to, or whole new plateau. You're reaching a plateau, and now it's opening up a whole new door for you when it comes to relationships here with the Wheel of Fortune. So the universe is really coming in, bringing you, I think, a new situation that you, out of nowhere, it feels like, that you really are not expecting and that you don't know yet. It's something you don't know yet, but you have all the strength, all the clarity, all the grounding, independence, self-confidence and control within yourself, that you easily navigate this, even though it might feel like a super intense thing, you know, with the Tower coming in here. It could really be a person just like coming in out of nowhere, being like boom, you know, or it could be a person testing you, coming out of nowhere with like a huge conflict or maybe a little bit of a shock that you maybe didn't see coming, but you kind of have a feeling that there was something, because with the High Priestess, you probably sensed it by the end of the month that it could happen, but it's definitely not gonna be ruining your stability here. The Tower card, I don't see that at all. You're much too strong here with the Emperor, with the Shaman of Swords, and with the Nine of Discs. There's so much grounded strength and stability that a Tower moment is just dealt with, which means a shock or a circumstance that is coming in from the outside, there is the wisdom of the Emperor who knows there will always be situations like that. There will always be situations where you just don't know that they're coming. You can sense something coming, but you don't know, and you have to cross the bridge when you reach it, and you have to react to it when it comes, but you cannot do more than just be in a good place with yourself, you know. And I feel like that's what you know, and that's what you're doing, and that's what the universe is bringing you now, because the universe is bringing you like this huge thing when you're in your most stable place. And I think it can be either an understanding. It's really weird. What's coming through right now is because I have this advice card which says true friends, and it says true friends always stick together. So it can be an understanding, maybe a sudden understanding, that somebody you thought is just a friend might be a potential partner, and that there is actually some passion here evolving. Or it might be a friend coming in out of nowhere telling you that they want something with you. Could be, could very well be. I don't know if you are actually interested in it, you know, but I don't really see that, to be honest. It could be, but it could be an out of nowhere information. All of a sudden you didn't see it coming, but you sensed it in a way, you know. But it could, if that's not the case, there could very well be a situation where you all of a sudden, even if there's no person in your environment right now at all of a sudden have a whole new plan of how to move forward in your love life, have a whole new understanding of what you actually want, and can feel the passion that you want to go towards it. There can also be an air sign coming in. I see an air sign, Sagittarius, Aquarius, or Gemini. Oh, Sagittarius I see because here is Sagittarius and here is Sagittarius. So, I mean, Sagittarius, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. That's the signs I see. Another Pisces maybe. But Sagittarius is coming through very strongly with the Astro dice here also. So we have Sagittarius that landed on the 9 of Pentacles. And the 9 of Pentacles, it's interesting because Sagittarius is also the 9th house of learning, higher understanding, higher knowledge, spirituality in a sense, growing, philosophy. So the bigger picture, understanding the bigger picture, expansion, and moving forward in a way when it comes to the intellect. So with the 9 of Pentacles, I feel like you can, in the beginning of the month, it's a big chance for you to really put a lot of emphasis and effort in those fields. Maybe you want to learn more about spiritual teachings, philosophy, other cultures. That's all Sagittarius in the 9th house. Also traveling maybe. It's all for your own growth, I see here. With the 2nd house that fell on the 2 of Wands, it's interesting because I feel like there's an understanding for you maybe that you want to stabilize your relationships more. You want to make them more stable, more grounded, more mature, more earthly, more worldly, where you really build something, and that might become much clearer to you, and you might have all of a sudden a plan forward with a person, or just with yourself to find the person you can do that with. And I think friendship just has a moment in this. You understand either like, okay, oh wow, there is really a friend that I'm actually more attracted to, or oh wow, I need to be also building a solid friendship with the person, or it must be possible to also build a solid friendship with a person that I want to build something with, also on a romantic level, because otherwise it's just not gonna be solid and it's not gonna work. So that's coming through a lot. And we had the North Node also with the Shaman of Swords. So I think clarity is really the path you're working yourself towards. Clarity, understanding, clear vision, also some sort of logical, analytical way of approaching things. And that's more and more where you're headed, where you're going, where you're trying to, where you're navigating towards. So let's pull some charms. Wow, it's a lot. Oh, something fell on the floor. Well, not gonna find it now. There is some stuff hidden, maybe, that will come out to you and be presented to you once you're in nature. Around the full moon, especially, I have the moon charm here, and it's really here for your protection. Black stone. But it's coming out of the dark. It's a deeper knowing. It's a deeper sense. I think it has a lot to do with the full moon. If you can go into nature, because it also came to the High Priestess here, if you can go into nature with the full moon, that would be perfect to just have that connection with your ruler also. I mean, your ruler is actually Neptune, but the High Priestess is a Pisces card and is very connected to the moon as well. So I feel like there can be a lot gained of some sort of more mystical information during the full moon in your sign, which is on the 20th. And it's there for your protection. And there's so many messages coming through. There's really some stuff in the dark that can, just by knowing that it's there and maybe not understanding what it is exactly, but by knowing that it's there, can lead you in the right direction. And the full moon might bring that out, might bring that to light for you. And you can gain a lot of wisdom from it here with this little elephant. This is my elephant of wisdom. Higher knowledge. Yeah, wow, there's so many crazy messages for you. So we have the lucky charm. It comes through very strongly that there is a lucky moment here for you, for your growth, for expansion, for a higher understanding. When it comes to partnerships and love, here's the Venus charm. Copper is also the metal of Venus. So yeah, when it comes to love, this is a very lucky moment for you. It might feel a little psychedelic at some points, like unreal, especially towards the end of the month, but still you have so much clarity, and maybe the clarity feels even unreal to you, which is really funny. And there is, both coppers came out, and the oxidized one and the clean one. So the oxidized one for me is really a symbol of alchemy, finding the right combination of things to change something, to transform something. And oxidized also means there's air and there's air involved. So, and air is the sword's energy. So new understanding, higher understanding is involved here. And with the settling charm here, I think it can have a lot to do with how you want to build something that is solid, that is grounded, that is stable, and that is also protected. There is a lot of protection energy here. Like, how can you protect your stability with this little tourmaline and my settling charm, and the journey to settling, so that the settling itself is still a journey in itself, and a process. I think, yes, talk to friends, that's just coming through, that are affectionate. Also be affectionate towards yourself and towards this other person. Maybe if somebody is coming forward with feelings, be affectionate, but still stay in your power, you know. Maybe somebody is a little needy also with the hug me charm. I sometimes get a little needy energy, that somebody is really asking for a little too much, maybe. I still feel like there is a lot of passion coming from a person towards you out of nowhere, where you're not really sure if they're showing their true selves or if it's more like a sexual attraction kind of thing, and they're holding back their true selves here. It seems like it's not very authentic how they're coming forward, but they are coming forward. Maybe they're just like flirting with you or trying to be seductive in a way, and especially with the S, seduction comes through as well, with these two charms. There is sexual energy attached, and this one came out like not with the diamond side up. So when it comes out like this, then for me it's often like not showing your authentic self to you. Maybe you are not showing your authentic self to them, but I feel like it's more like them. Wow, and you're just staying your ground. You're just staying your ground with this. And this is really a karmic moment for you, as well as the other person, I think. Maybe even more for the other person than you. Because you're the authority here, but you're a very healthy authority. You're not like trying to control the situation. You're just like staying in your truth, you're staying your ground. You know what you want out of love and relationship and partnership. So still, this person also comes with a lot of wisdom. It's not that, if you're really dealing with a specific person, it's not that they don't have knowledge. They might just not fully show everything authentically just yet. So yeah, wow, what a reading. It's a little cryptic, and I know the messages are not fully conclusive in a way, but that's kind of the point here also with the Shaman of Swords, to come more and more towards clarity through the month and have a very clear understanding, I think, by the end of the month, and also having a very on-point intuition with the full moon, after the full moon on the 20th, to know how to move forward. So you sense where the stuff is coming from. Really trust your information and intuition this month. And I hope that you learned something from this reading, or you gained more insight, you got some inspiration. Please subscribe, like, comment, and I can't wait to talk to you next time. Bye.